Well, hello folks, welcome back to this beta save with Fulham. We're in Season 2, we had a good time in Season 1. We're about halfway through, or a bit less than halfway through this second season. And last time out, things were a bit inconsistent. We lost to West Ham. But since then, 3 of our most important players have started to find their form, including our £91 million man. Yeah, folks, as you can see, we sit in 5th in the league, 21 points. We picked up some good victories. Still haven't lost a game, which is slightly weird. We have gone ahead of Everton, ahead of Newcastle, ahead of Wolves, who are all having very, very good seasons. But what you can see is that we are scoring some goals here, which is nice. Got a reasonable goal difference and only 3 points off Spurs, who are in second, and only 5 points off Liverpool, who are in first. So really are performing pretty well at the minute. Let's go and have a look at our results. They've been quite good. Right, so you saw the 3-0 loss against West Ham. We have lost the game since then, but we played pretty well. Manchester United, this is the team that we have beaten every single time, as you can see in the bottom right. Don't know how we've quite managed to do that, but we played pretty well in here. It was tight. But Rodrigo Muniz came in, scored a goal. He's not really been involved all that much, but I was pretty pleased with that. We went away to Everton, who, as you saw, were doing well in the league. And we levelled things up and looked like we were going to get a point out of this. And I think that would have been a really good result. But Vitaly Mikalenko got them a late goal and got a 2-1 win from that. I didn't play badly here at all. Smith Rowe with a goal. I was pretty pleased with the performance, just not so much with the result. But the last 5 games since then, last 4 games after that, we have won. So we're on a really good run of form. First of those was in the Cup, so we are into the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. A win over Birmingham. Made some changes here, but you can see some good play from the likes of Sasa Lukic, who came in, Smith Rowe, Traore, and Unzola, who gets himself a brace there. And he has really started to find some form, which is great to see, because Muniz just not doing it. Home against Leeds, this was always going to be a slightly easier match. Doué and Smith Rowe with the goals, but Desiree Doué has started to really motor. And you can see Smith Rowe also getting a really good rating there. And again here, this was all about the 3 players who are just doing it for us at the minute. Unzola, a brace, Doué with 1, and Smith Rowe with 2 goals. All of them were involved in at least 2 goal events. Is that what it is? 2 goal events, which is really good. So some really good ratings. 9.2 for Unzola, 8.5 for Desiree Doué, and Smith Rowe 9.0. Cracking result there away against Brighton. We drew with them 2-2 last time, remember. And then a win at home against Ipswich. This was a real positive result, but we were dominant in this. And then all of a sudden, we switched off for a couple of minutes, and it went from 2-0 up without a care in the world to 2-2. But we didn't stop there, and Desiree Doué again with a 9.7 average rating. This guy is on fire at the minute. Timothy Castagna really doing bits there on the right side as well, and a good performance from Unzola, who got the other goal. Not so great from Smith Rowe, only a 7.7, but he can't be great all the time, can he? So those three have been awesome. So we come to the end of November. We're going to be playing Newcastle today. And then we go into December, and we have a pretty crazy December. There's a lot of games to play in there, including a Carabao Cup game away against Manchester United, which is an interesting one because, as I say, we've not lost against them yet. So we can see we've got the likes of Forest and Coventry. That feels like those could be games that we're picking things up. Bournemouth away is going to be tricky. Villa away, Man City at home, Chelsea away, and then Spurs at home. So there's some really tough games in amongst those. So we'll see. We're going to come back for the Spurs game as the one after this, and we'll see how things have gone through that period. But can we finish off November with 3 wins out of 3? That would be pretty special, wouldn't it? It's a night game. We're on Tuesday. Oh, no, it's not. Not at all. It's the opposite of a night game. It's a 12:30 Saturday kickoff, which should be a fun one. We're going to St James's Park. Never easy. And you can see here, best we have done is draw 1-1 with them. We lost against Newcastle at home. This is going to be a challenge, but we've got form on our side. Before we get to that, we have, this is a good thing. We've got Shadid Khan, the chairperson, is pleased with us, and he's looking to offer us a new contract. So we'll say it's a fantastic idea. We're very happy to do that. So we'll end that chat, and hopefully we'll get a new contract coming through in the next couple of days. That will be very nice. Right, here's our contract. £70,000 per week to extend our working relationship together. The agreement is we'll get a set 14 million transfer budget, 2 million per week. Let's enter those contract negotiations. 3 years, I think that's all fair. Very happy to have that contract in place. Not going to try and rinse them for more money. I think 70 grand a week, I'd be happy with that. So everyone's ecstatic. The board and supporters are ecstatic with all of that. Feels like things are going pretty well. Let's set the team up for this next match. Okay, so a couple of players who can't be involved today. Robinson, our left back, obviously he is injured. Oh, not obviously, he was injured on international duty. And this is the one I was obviously in. Lewis Miley. Is it Lewis Miley? Is that his name? Is it Lewis? It is Lewis. I'm doubting myself for a second there. Obviously, he's not going to play against his parent club. So it does mean we have got basically the squad picked for us. This player I did want to show you. So this is Luke Harris. We did extend his contract. He's worth a couple of £1 million, but I think he is, well, I was going to say developing nicely, but you can see all the arrows are pointing downwards. But he's certainly someone who could make an impact on the team. So what we're going to be going with, Unzola is leading the line. He's definitely earned his spot at the minute. Very, very good. Smith Rowe just behind them, who's been outstanding, and Douay on the other side, on the right side, very, very good. Those three have been brilliant. Surprisingly, it's the player on the left side who we've struggled to find someone to work there. So Traore and Iwobi have been kind of flicking between each other, and neither of them have been particularly great. So chance for them to shine here. In the centre, we got Berg and King. I think that's what we had last time. And across the back line, Castagna, after that fabulous performance, is going to be in there at right back. Anderson, Ogbu and Sessegnon, because there's no Robinson, with Leno in goal. We're a bit limited with options, but I think the bench looks pretty strong. So happy to go into this, and we'll see what we can do. Hopefully it's a better performance than what you saw against West Ham, because we have been really good recently. Really, really good. I hope we can show you that form. So Voltemade is their top player, who's done really well for them, and unfortunately he is exactly the sort of player that we kind of struggle against. Particularly when you've got the likes of Elanga, who's incredibly quick, putting balls in for that. Our two centre-backs, whilst I think they're pretty good on the ground, I think in the air they are a little bit less good. Oh, it's a really early chance there from Voltemade. I'm not quite sure how he got the chance, but Leno did well. I think that was going wide, if I'm being honest. Just 2 minutes in, and Newcastle have got the free kick. Oh, just over. Nicely cleared, but there was no one out there to... oh no, he must have put it... it was a deflection or something? I think Tonali is a fabulously good player. Really, really useful player in the centre. I'd certainly wouldn't mind signing him. So Leno's going long, but just nobody there. Straight back to possession. We do that quite a lot. I mean, the strength of our forward, Unzola, he's very good. He doesn't win the headers though, which is a bit of an issue. Oh, and Josh King just lets him know he's there. It's probably not a bad thing. It's a long way out. I don't think he'll be scoring from here, but you know, just leave a foot in. What? Wow. Wow. What was that? What was that? We will look at that one again. They're looking at VAR. but of course it's awarded because they've awarded the goal. So this was a nice little free kick. We put no one on it. It was a lovely header, hit the goalkeeper and just bounced out to Elanga. That is, I would say, pretty unlucky. The last few games we've been really good, so they are clearly a little bit camera shy. But we've got the ball here. Well, if Castagna wants to hold on to it, they're giving it into Tonali, and defenders do well just to get their body in the way. Oh, yeah, that was cool. Just a nice little kicky uppies. Right, ball out to Doué, into Castagna, and he's well challenged. Not sure why we're seeing this at the minute, but Josh King, who is proving himself to be a very, very useful player. Oh, what a mistake. What an error from the centre-back there, or whoever that was on the Newcastle side. They just got the ball off him, and for no reason at all, they just passed it straight into the centre there. I mean, what? I mean, it's a great assist, but yeah, was he trying to pass it to the goalkeeper? I don't know. And Smith Rowe through the legs. We said he's good at the minute. Just pounced on that. And we've been lucky. We have been given that opportunity to get back into it. Not sure, no idea why we're seeing this highlight, because nothing's really happened here. Here's Castagna into Doué. He's got a bit of space here. Can he find somebody? Castagna. Oh, Josh King. Oh, he still hasn't scored a goal. He's been threatening. He's having a few shots, but that was a really well worked chance. Starting to get some reasonable opportunities in these games at the minute. Doué is just a little bit behind him here. Like this little the way these two are combining. Oh, there we go. Now Doué's going to find the ball in. Oh, it's a dreadful cross, and that's unlike him. He's been really, really hot on getting those crosses in. But yeah, it's much better as this half has progressed. Certainly feels like a match for, with two teams who are evenly kind of matched in it, which is kind of where we are. Sanderberg, a lovely little ball there. Whew. Big header from Castagna, and Doué just doesn't find the power with his left foot. But yeah, good opportunity again, creating some nice chances down that right side. As I say, we're not seeing much on the left, but definitely down our right we're being a danger. A foul from Lobotka on Lobotka. Come on. Oh wow, it's disallowed. It is disallowed. There was a lovely little flick on. Was that Sven Botman who just flicked it on to Ramsey? And we did almost sign Ramsey. He was available on loan. Couldn't get the deal done at the end of the transfer window, but I thought he would make quite a decent signing. It's this little flicked header at this point, yeah. So Ramsey, it's a lovely backwards header, but yeah, it hasn't quite worked out for him. Oh, Traore, lovely little run there, stepped inside. As I say, not much down this left side, so he'd be wanting to show his help. Oh, a rare mistake from Smith Rowe, and we've lost the ball. Voltemade is in, goalkeeper just kicks it wide. Well done. Well, here's Doué. I think this is probably, that's the end of the first half. It looked like we might have had a chance there, actually, as the ball kind of passed in. We had a couple of players in there who could have turned and shot. Yeah, so you can see the match momentum. Newcastle started like a train, but we've certainly evened things out. And in the end, I don't think 1-1 is an unfair scoreline. I think we've done enough in the second part of that half to warrant a goal. We got given one. But even if we weren't given one there, I thought we had one or two reasonably good chances, which one of those might have gone in. So I think I'm happy with the 1-1. I think we've got to try and look now to push on in the second half. Right, yeah, we've not seen much from Unzola in this half, but he is a very good striker. He's certainly worth the money that we paid for him. Here's Castagna. I thought we might have been running in to create a chance, but clearance. Sanderberg does a probably could have done better. He's again someone who we might want to see a little bit more from. Sasa Lukic has got a few goals recently, so he's a possibility. Here's Kieran Trippier, Tonali. Well, we blocked the shot. Very well done. Right, 55 minutes in. That's a lovely ball out. Oh, goal. Defender got his head right in the way of the shot. Very, very well done. Right, I'm going to make a couple of changes here. I think we're clearly not quite at the races at the start of the second half. I don't think Berg's been particularly good. I think we'll bring on Sasa Lukic, who has been pretty decent. I'm going to take off Traore. We're going to put Iwobi on. And I think we'll leave it at there. I'm going to leave our striker on because I believe in it that he can score from almost anywhere. And I think we've got more chance of getting that goal if he's on the pitch than if he's not. So we'll leave him, give him a little bit more time, and then we've got to decide whether we go down the route of Muniz, who is safe but is not getting a lot of goals. But we've got the other lad who is quick and very capable. Here's Sessegnon. It's in. Ryan Sessegnon is not the player I was expecting to get that goal. But very nicely done. So we managed to do there what they didn't. So here's Sessegnon. How on earth does he score from here? There's a lot of these sort of goals happen. The overlapping kind of winger or the fullback, and it's deflected off Chevalier and in. Wow, we've got a bit of luck from those two goals, but we will take it absolutely. Just change the our forward into a poacher role, so he's going to play slightly more on the shoulder of the defender. But didn't manage to get that. Oh, well done, Josh King does brilliantly there to pick the ball up off them, and then Smith Rowe could and maybe should have scored one there. Okay, change has been made. Mahuku is coming on for the striker. I think it's probably the right move. He's not really been able to have a chance. I don't think he's had a shot, and Leno has to clear that one. But 84 minutes. I think we might want to start doing a little bit of time wasting. Probably should have already been doing that. Oh, well done, Iwobi. Lovely ball through. And this guy's got pace and he's got finishing. Oh, he has the one. Used the one. He didn't quite use the other one. So yeah, we're going to just do a little bit more time wasting. I think that is probably worth just putting on for now. We've got a sub that we can make. Josh King is looking good. He's tired. We don't really have anyone to bring off. Is that Dan Burn running down the left side? Jesus, I thought that was a goal. Goalkeeper runs out and collects. Very nice. Yeah, Doué's also looking pretty tired as well, but we haven't got anyone, I don't think, that we can bring on there. Right, so little change. We bought on Harris for Smith Rowe, who is knackered. Had a good game. It's just going to move just above the front two there, just to provide a little bit of cover, but he's a more attacking player, so hopefully that will help us just with a few extra legs in the last few minutes. 4 minutes of injury time. We're into the second of those 4 minutes. We are time wasting. Castagna is trying to remember how to do a throw in. Here's Harris just playing the ball around. Nicely done. Doué doesn't want to lose it here. So Sasa Lukic into King, who is knackered, and he just plays that one out. It's fine. Absolutely fine, this is. We move to 3 minutes of injury time played. It's just a minute to go, plus whatever the referee feels he needs to add on. There's been a substitution, so maybe that needs to be added on. Dan Burn doing his best to be a creative influence down this left side. I mean, they got the header away, but you're not going to be scoring goals from that distance, I wouldn't have thought. 30 seconds left. Leno's again taking his time. Throws it out to Castagna. and Castagna just gives it to Doué, who, he doesn't win the free kick. I thought for certain he would be getting that free kick. Off the bar, off the post. That was ridiculous. Oh my God. Right. And turn and run. Here's Harris. He's the most furthest forward. Can he get a goal? Oh, he can't. 24 seconds extra has been added on, and here comes Sven Botman, and that is it. What a game. Did we deserve to win it? I'm not sure, but we won it. And that's 3 more points in the pocket. I think that's a really solid team performance to kind of deal with a very, very fast start from Newcastle, but then go on to go further and win it. And we are now sitting in 4th place. Yes, there's a game. Some of the teams have a game in hand, but we only are 2 points shy of top spot, which is ridiculous at this stage of the season. So we've got a couple of home games to go. Both of those feel like they're winnable. So we could make a tilt maybe at the top spot, potentially. But I don't feel we've got a hope to do that. But wow, what a start to the season this has been, and what a wonderful victory that was against Newcastle. Really pleased with that. Muniz isn't happy, and it's understandable, but I mean, he's just not doing that much. So what do we do with him? Do we sell him in January and bring someone else in? I know there's people interested in him. That might be a thing to do, but we'll see. We'll have a think about it. Let me know your thoughts on what you would do with a problem like Rodrigo Muniz. Let me know what you think about the form that we are in, and I want to hear about your saves. Let me know how you've done in FM26 so far. What's your biggest achievement so far? Obviously, I haven't got that far with it because everything I do is on this, so it's a bit limiting of how quickly we can go through things, but it's still a lot of fun. Anyway, folks, if you did enjoy that, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.